It's my phone. Hi, welcome back. All right, I had some time, so I started playing already today. Um, I started on the word border. I've only got one more to do, but I saved it so you could see how I measure that, and figured it wasn't fair if I did it all and nobody got to see it. I got a couple more things to click here so that I can tell. Oh, there's no way. Really? I've got 5 of you already? No way. Like I had to have picked the wrong one, right? Yeah, this doesn't show that I'm on. All right, let's see if I can hit refresh. That is not right. That was not right. Because this shows on live, right? Yeah, 1 minute. Hmm. Just select the stream. It says I'm live. Okay. All right, that's right. Hey, Carissa. Hiya. All my settings were screwed up. How are you tonight? Oh, hey, there's a dog at my feet. This dog is the silent one. She'll get snuck right up, sit down right behind you, and you barely move, and all of a sudden you've pinched your tail, ripped out chunks of hair. God, amount of times I felt like shit. All right. Oh, I suppose I need to change camera views because we're not here to look at me. 16 and a half. I am doing pretty good today. I got some painting done. Tired. It's that's our next. Oops, I didn't change cameras. Um, no, that's the broken one. There you go. I need a lapel mic and a webcam. 16.5 is what the number is I'm looking for. And I don't want to keep measuring because I'm just elevated enough and I'm just off center enough that. Okay, let's do that. All right. Oop. Tomorrow starts our week-long sew at the shop. Okay, those are. I wonder what I'm gonna do with those. We're gonna get this. All right. I guess what I need to see is how did we do this? Okay. All righty then. What did I just do with a base? Okay. Uh, okay. All these little stringies. The stringies. Okay. I got two. Someone else popped in. Hi, how's it going? We're working on our panel pattern. Our shop hop pattern. The whole thing. All of it. D, all of the above. And we're adjusting as we go, so we might get to a point where I have to do some measuring because when we weren't sure how it was going to go together, couple things were border like sashings were separated out and they can now be one big piece and we just gotta math it. And I wasn't mathing today after painting. I started to and then went, well, if I get there, I'll just measure. Okay, three of you, how's it going? This, hang on, is what I'm building, creating, co-creating. I'm not gonna take all the credit here. Okay. I love it when you hang with me, Dusty. Next time, can we go all the way underneath the desk? Thank you, darling. Split mode. All right. We've already finished the coaster today. No idea why the receipt is right there. But we're going to move it. Yay. There we go. Okie dokie. Purtle. Daisy's wandering already. She needs to lay down for one more nap. I'm going to hear her down on the pergo floor because it sounds different than the wood. Robert's working. I don't think that he even noticed this. Sarah's here. And your glass of wine. Nice. I just have sweet tea. Okay. I should hook it in because it wobbles. But that's I wanted a prettier ball. Even, hell, you could do anything, right? So that could even be felt or something. Not felt, velour or something. A ball instead of a tomato. And so I never have gone that far. Okay, guys. This is it with a border. Okay. Second border technically. Right. I'll switch views. My my webcam is still blinking out. These two guys are watching, so if I fall, you can call 911. Sarah knows how to find me. I don't know why I'm always afraid of falling off this particular stool. No other stool, just this one. Just this one. Get some pins in the way. It's looking good, don't you think? So, Sarah, meal is covered tomorrow, right? That's Terry. Come on, Daisy. I know you know how to get out of the lower level. Okay. So, what we're going to do, I typically, at this point, would do top, bottom, sides in piecing. But yet, when we tell you to do borders, we tell you to do the long sides first before you do the top and bottom. And that's kind of how this pattern ended up being written. And it has symmetry, so I'm leaving it. Okay. I'm glad you'll be there part of the day. Okay. Um, not the webcam. I went ahead and cut a piece of, you know how every TikTok, every video has somebody going, or we need to like come up with a noise like boing or I don't know. But I'm so tired. At first it was like, oh yeah, that gets your attention. And I'm so fucking tired of it now. All right, so technically what? Sometimes I hate these rulers with a half parking noises. I saw a couple cute dog things today. Um, I finally have a tiny little section that didn't want to. Okay. Well, not even really. Just had to shave the hairs. Okay. What we're building is that. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I had it, I guess. Okay. That is what technically we're going to do. We're going to build it for each side, but the panel will be different in each side. So we're going to have um, the fishies, which is that one here on the left. And on the right will be the seals, because they're both blue. And Daisy's pacing. I'm going to help her up once. I'll be right back. Miss Daisy, are you stuck? Guess I missed him going upstairs. Okay, I saved him. I saved her once. If she decides to continue to launch herself off down there, she does know how to get up. But sometimes she's just in this, I'm going to be a bitch and launch my ass again and again and again. All right, we're going to put there. I think that's the point, though, because it's like movement will draw your eye to, like those bendy things that wave. They're meant to, draw your attention. Okay. Technically, we are not doing that. That's considered part of the last border, outside border. We're just going to write. Okay, okay. So panel 3 is going to have a sashing. Panels are cut at 13 inches, so it's going to be 13. And this one is by 3, because I looked that up. Then we're going to do a chunk here and here. These will be the same size of the all over aminals. So let's see if we can figure out that size. Cross vertical. It's got to be some sort of a catchy sound of it. Like boing. Little. Here we go. We're cleaning this up now that we know the pattern better. Or the software better. Okay. That's the toss small block. And the vertical, toss the vertical block finishes at 7.5. So it needs to be cut 8 by 37.5. So 38. 8 by 38. And that's verified right there. 8 by 38. So far, this thing has been pretty spot on. Pretty wild, in my opinion. And the small toss block. Is there a square on here that I? Nope. All right, we'll catch that now that we're figuring out how to make it give the right amount of yardage, because we got to tweak something and stretch something in. It'll still look the same when it prints. I'm having that problem with my watch band. I end up this piece sticking to the laptop, having scissors come up on it. Oh my God. So I can relate. All right. 30 by 30. There is no 30 by 30. There is 30 by 7.5. What? Oh, the piece is on the top. Oh, finished. So that would be. Might as well get some of these measurements now, right? All right, well, we're building that side, so that means it's 38 inches. The one cut. What's going to be the best way to do that? Cut 38 inches and then cut two 8-inch. Two, 4 8-inch. 4 times 8 is 32. So one 38-inch piece would do it versus 1, 2, 4. 32. All right, we're going to just do long cuts because that'll be less yardage. God, I had to space out on you. Sorry. That's no fun. I had the brain. Okay, let's hope that I brained correctly, right? I need, oops, on this, I need a 13-inch piece. And that is going to be the sashay here underneath. Maybe what I should do, being as this is just for me, is highlight the areas that I'm done. Okay, so we'll just, I only see two colors here, so I've done the panel, which had border 1 on it. And I put on Pacific Northwest border. And right now I'm working on this guy. 13. Whoops. What are you working on tonight, Carissa? I should actually have my readers on. The cloud in my hair, though. I'm gonna have to get a different color pair to wear. Or this hair. Okay. That's gonna go on the bottom of this side. And that means I'm gonna need a 13-inch piece to go on my other side. Blur. PNW. Okay. Oh my. If you have have yourself a cocktail or a puff after something like that. Speaking of, where's mine? Tablet. There we go. We're gonna sew this at the bottom. I'm having the hardest I remember the leader. I forget to put in the ender. This is not going to help me at all if I don't do it. Okay, get a new one. Later ender, later ender. My knee is going to be hurting later, man. When I get done here, I'm going to have to go remake the bed and put our nightstands back together, put the dog ramp back. So maybe we won't go till 9 because, Daisy wants to go up it. Okay. How is this coming together? It's not going to matter. Okay. I mean, you deserve one when you're all done. You start now, you might not finish. Timing. Okay. This is going to be right here. But we have to cut another green sashing from right there. Alright, should I cut that? No, we're going to just keep going. And then maybe on the next live, you'll see me square up the other 3 blocks. Because I saved it. But at this point, I feel more like going forward on the left side. So let's figure out that green sashing in there, okay? This is called a They like to put in the finished size, not the cuts. This is 3 inches by 30, 37 something. All right, and that is, nope, I am looking at this one. This is 3 inches by 52 or 52 something. Let's see which pages have that. We're going to have to clean this shit up. Tangle G6. Not that end. G6 and G7. That's the panel. $67. That's not it. 30. $67. That's that top and bottom. 67. And then there should be 22 and a half. Holy crow. So many. 17 and a half. 12 and a half. Are you kidding me? As soon as I pick my finger up, that's it. Nope, that's 12 and a half. 15. 82, that's the outside. Probably should have put that on the 67. 13 by 3. This is block session. So is that probably. 17 and a half. There it is. I took her out. She peed, but that's all she did. And then I saved her because she was walking around down below for like ever. And so she hasn't launched herself back, but like 7.5. What is this? This is supposed to be 52. There's a couple. There's a couple of cool ones that I've thought about revisiting. Oh, there's a Kevin Bacon one based off a Stephen King kind of thing. Edgar Allan Poe, and you might like that. And I never finished it. And it's being pushed again. That's why I. So, I mean, we wouldn't need to have Bradley do anything with it. No, but I like you to watch something new too. Oh. 17 and a half. Yeah. That is what they're supposed to be, right? Right. Okay. Where the fuck is this then? What are they calling this? Vertical sashing border. Alright. You guys are gonna come along for the ride. I am going to. Let's first move your camera over so you can realize that I'm going through all these papers. I'm sorry. You're just staring at a piece of fabric. And then I am going to click. Let's see if I can find. Oh, I see. See if I can find it in the pattern itself, because it looks like we have. Oh, I figured that out really damn easy. Right there, 52 and a half. So that is going to be 3 by 53. And being as I'm here, this piece is 3 by 38. Okay. Yay. I figured it out. There. Aren't I awesome? All right, so let's get the chat up. Let's get my image back up. All right. Now, what am I doing? 53 and a half. So I'm going to need to sew some links together. me think I might have been stupid to only cut 2 3-inch strips off of that bolt. Nobody said I was a genius. So, curiosity, we do. Is this enough? So I don't have to go get that damn bolt. And I already discussed the fact that I prefer to do this, but there's no way that'll be, what's that supposed to be? 53? Or whatever shit, maybe. I'm gonna need to sew a bunch end to end anyway. Might as well use this piece. Who just bopped my leg? Actually, I think nobody. I think my sweater split off the side of my knee. Okay. There's my line. Maybe. There we go. This will be not awesomely fun. Okay. Yeah, that's I'm finally in the habit. Okay. Got a routine. Got some size issues here. Maybe, just maybe, I should possibly square that a smidgen before I get there. I don't miss an inch. Clear works. What now? Keep having to cut more. I'm telling you. Oh, you're overcutting? I don't know. Shit, I'm telling you. I have had projects when I've gotten done, I've had like, you know, a stack of fabric cut. And it's like, the fuck was I thinking? Did I cut the same thing twice? And what? I mean, like, save it for another project, but I don't know what. Freaking box elder bugs today. I'm trying to paint. And when I go to grab my paint tray, what I had done is I had drained it mostly and I just left a skim and let it dry completely. So then there was no cracks or anything peeling up. And I poured paint in again. And this was my second time. Yeah, I know. It's not so bad. Today I went to grab it to dump paint in it. And in one of the little pool areas, it there was one of those box elder bugs dead in there. And I'm like, oh, sucker. But then I was stuck digging him out. And then when I was cleaning up this afternoon after I finished the last wall, I'm going to put everything away and there's a bug crawling around in the paint tray. He's half painted. I'm like, sucks to be you. And just kept right on going. All right, 53 even. 53 divided by 2. 26 and a half. It's gonna be a long shot. Even if I give myself an eighth of an inch of white to just really use as much as we can. I think we need to be really 26 and a half. I did it with some to spare. Okay, cool. Oh, I gotta take a picture, don't I? Probably. Damn it. I just want to go, you know? I've already done some shit without taking photos. Hmm. Okay, well, I don't know if I can crop out all of the background. Hi, what are you doing on Daisy's bed when Daisy's pacing around? What you doing? What you doing that for? What you doing that there for? All right, we're going to. I don't know what I'm going to have you look at because I am going to steal one of the cameras. Not one that you can see through. I'm stealing jelly beans. I need a specific color pieces. Cards. I have got all 8 of cards, 50 squares of each. Then the same amount. Oh, nuts. What are you going to do with it? Could you, piece some pillows? I know. Does that sound lame? Sorry. Um, yeah. Trying to change this to camera view. That's not too bad. Okay, now we're going to put this back on. Hey, success. Wait, dog is stuck. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, Sorry. Let's see. What? I'm building it as a panel. Hmm. Oh my god. Like, that panel. You didn't see that? Maybe I needed a thicker line. Which means that this block. That's what we're going to work on. Okay. So we have our teal. I'm going to need to get more teal, damn it, because I need this one too, which we said was 3 inches by 38 inches. So we might as well clear just a little bit and cut 4 or 5 strips. That was 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's start with 6. 4 for the other side, 2 more for this side, and see how that works. All right, let's get. It's the shuffle game. I totally agree. You used every fucking scrap of that. Absolutely, hun. All right, we're gonna get just a couple things out of the way. Oh, dude, that almost made me iced tea. Like I need to be drinking that fucking iced tea or eating those jelly buns. Jelly buns. Jelly beans. Okay. This one's harder to cut because it's still on the bolt. Okay. Wait. Two. Hi, Daisy. 2 more for the left side. And let's do 2 for the right, or 4 for the right. I think that's a grand idea. Got some whipped cream? Okay. We're going to see how that does for a little bit. And then we're going to cut some animal toss. I think that's 8 inches by something. Is it 8? Very many of I know. I don't know how far we're going to get though, because we're at we're at an hour, and it's 8. Oh, okay. What are we doing? I have somebody else. Hi. Sorry, I didn't acknowledge you. Number 3. Oh, my old dog. Isn't it pretty? I can't honestly remember what it's called. One of Riley Blake's super pretty ones. Okay, so I need a 38, right? I am going to just go ahead and trim these. Even a hint of white, just because it could make a difference. And it absolutely will not show. So, should I change cameras so you guys can see Daisy tootling around? Getting lost, getting stuck, falling over, falling off the step. Okay. So the other pattern has been put off to the printer. That one's being worked on. Oh, this is where the foundation paper piecer in me goes. I could get something out of that. But the rest of me goes, Jamie, let it go. Okay, what piece is this? Oh, this was the piece that, okay, that's gonna suck. Yep, yeah, that's good. As soon as I clicked there, I'm like, it is set up so you guys can see the back of my head. All right. We did the seam high here, so we'll put the seam on this piece low. That's going to be up here. And you're pretending that that piece is pinned high enough. It is not. That's okay. See if I can. All right. Then the next piece was the 38. It's a seam space out. Now I could go over my organizing junk style, whatever. Um, it does. It's in there though. It's not in there enough for me. You'll see it when we get, I don't know. This isn't quite far enough over. Let's rotate this. It's in Bigfoot, and I feel like Jason lost out on pulling in. I might have tried to make it a little smokier, a smidge bluer. You know, we're shooting blind trying to find it, hoping we picked the right color, and this works. It's not 100%. If I was designing fabric, it wouldn't be close enough for me. But that's not what I'm doing here. And it does. This is going to be so pretty. I hope Bree watches at some point. All right, 38. Glasses back on. And you still don't need to see me. There we go. 38. 15. 15 for 34 so 19. I'm gonna end up hearing about how I can't. That was the most ADD sounding. Hey, how's it going, Miss Daisy? You just sitting? I love you. You can't get through right there. You haven't been able to get through right there for months. I know it's a tough one, and things change. There we go. How is that? What is going on here? We're gonna pretend we didn't see that. Oh, wait. Totally tell her what? You keep saying you wish before Champy told her that. Well, she says she watches sometimes. So, but then I'll hear, "Oh, you didn't send me a picture." I'm thinking, well, there was a way for you to see it. All right, that'll work. I'll split that difference. It's a hair off. It must have been the first cut right here. Okay. And now we have a vertical toss of the animals. And I have animals. Come here, animals. No, there are no animals. Ah, there are animals. Here's that fucking receipt again. Why can't animals? See, it's in here too. I like. Oh, there are times that it would be just absolutely wonderful to have more actual space to do this. But that would be like, oh wait, this is not on the bolt. I can go ahead and save a little space and fold it. All right. So it was 8 inches, right? Yep. All right. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to square off this edge. No, that's not what I'm going to do. I squared after I cut it. All right. 8. Okay. Cheating. Okay, we're going to cut. Oh, oh, that bit. We're going to cut one more 8-inch piece. And then I think those other pieces are 8 by. Well, see if the small pieces would come out of an 8-inch square or strip or not. So there's one panel side. Oh, at the top of it. Top and bottom, 38. That's 30. And what are those horizontal slices? Am I right that? No. Why would I do that? All right, so we need 4 of these. We might as well cut them. 4 will give us our 4 panels. Top, bottom, right, with some to spare. Here, watch me do this. You won't know that I'm going to take this mouse and pop back over to the pattern and see what size these other squares are that I have to cut. Here, and that's, oh, yeah, that is, yes, it's telling me that it's a small block. I know. The others told me the size. Oh, wait, it's probably because we had it as part of the title. Oh, one more this 8 by 5.5. I should be able to get that out of the leftover strips. I haven't been writing anything down. Maybe I should. Okay, so if we come back to here, come back to here, look, everything looks great. Well, you can't just have one Sarah, dog or potato chip. All right. You have to share. It's part of the rules. At least Robert's rules. Scully got 15.6 pounds. She needs to stop with some peoply food. Robert, that boy. Okay. Eight. Okay. If she starts, here's my disclaimer. She will probably pace for the next hour. It's 8 o'clock, and I'm going to take off before 9 anyway. So we're going to cut these two panels maybe into their 30-inch pieces and see what time we're at. And I might just call it so that I can get my pretty girl upstairs. But I have to kind of put the bed back together. I have to make sure that there's enough time to put the baby gates back up if they're not up. That's the biggest way we keep her from falling off the bed. I did it again a couple weeks ago. Okay, 38, 15 for 30, and 4, 15, 19. Oh, hey, we've already done that math. 19. 18, 20, bring it back. Okay, I think we got it. I don't even know how you afford to feed them. It cost me so much money. I could live with 100 of them. But I need this channel to pay me money. All right. So here is the 39-inch, 38-inch, sorry. Whoops. My phone is taking the place of the webcam, but I keep clicking on the webcam. How many inches is this? Oh, looky there. That's 5.5. We could make that work. There's a little bit of weight. We'll see if we can figure out a piece that won't, but if not, that'll do. Did you guys put back the bed rails? I have to put my iced tea in the cradle for the. I did say something hours ago, so oh, doesn't this look? Let's put that on top of that. Let's see if I can pull. Okay, that on the 19 or on the 0, and there's on the 19. That was pretty slick. See, it's not that easy. That's why I said something hours ago about doing those rails. Nobody listens to me. Okay, those might be my two small squares. However, I'll have plenty to get out of the two smaller sections. So this is going to be the second side of this. How big was that? We need to sew a couple of these together. One, we don't. That's for the smaller one, and that was 38. Oh, that's the 19, dude. Okay, we're getting good at that. See? What I asked them to do. It's the easiest thing. We have some steps, and I need to find better ones. It's just like cardboard, and they just break down. Step 2. Yeah, didn't even go to bed yesterday. Okay, bring some ruler, put no ruler on the 0 there. I'm trying not to press too hard. Alright, we're going to line it up with the 4-inch line. Cut that into. Hey, I kind of like that. That was spot on. God damn! You didn't even see because I didn't flip the camera. Oh, nice. That was my. How close I that little thread. That's this one. Yeah. So our sides, we should be able to piece them next week or Thursday, or you'll see what you see. Because those two are going to be top and bottom. These I need. So pretty. So pretty, so pretty. Space, spacing, and spacing. Space, 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 space. 30 and a half. 15 is 30. 15 and a quarter? Really? Such an odd. Okay. That sits there and presses that. Let's see if That is okay. So that is toss horizontal, toss vertical, toss small, toss horizontal. 30, so 30 and a half. Yeah, 15 and a quarter. It's a weird number. Hey Daisy, how's it going? It'll be harder because it's a bigger piece, but what I did. Okay, so that was gonna go across the top, but I'm not gonna attempt that. We're pretending that's the top. It's in the middle, but we don't care, right? We don't care. Okay. Now we're going to do. So see, yeah, I can get a 5 and a. What's that supposed to be? 5. Did I seriously not write it down after finding it? I seriously did not. So this is toss small block, and that is 7.5. Wait, toss. So that's 8 by 7, which is what I did actually. So, there. Honey, you okay? Are you okay? Hmm. Did you fall? Did you fall down? Yeah. Yeah, those will work. So there's no reason why to cut that. All right. Save it. Bigger piece. I know there's nothing on the ironing board there, but figured Daisy would be walking around if you wanted to see her. Bonk. Honey bunny, what are you doing? All right. Let's cut this. I've got to sew a couple strips together to get the second vertical sashing piece. And I don't think I'll be doing that. All right, let's put that. Oh wait, this was 15 and a quarter. So small. I guess we know way more than you need. I wasn't overly picky about this. So it's a little paste. Which still. Okay, that's the other horizontal cut. that's good. We have ramps freaking everywhere. At this point, I'm like, could you just make the steps a really human worthy ramp? Just make a wedge. Because she throws herself off different spots. Well, realistically, I have exactly here. Um, realistically, I needed 2 of this size. So I have what we need for that side. And I cut the top strips. So let's do, oops, I think she fell. So this is here. Actually, it'll be further over because there's 2 strips because it's flipped. And then that means, oh, I haven't squared that up. All right, so we're going to call the. Thank you for hanging with me tonight. I appreciate it. Appreciate all of you. Like, subscribe. I'll be back Thursday. I might do a little pre-sewing. I'm coming up on some deadlines, and to keep me from losing my shit, I might be working on this. So, but I'll keep sections so I can show you as best as I can because we got to write as we go too. So we got to update a few things. And that's it. I am going to put my bedroom back together and go to bed. All right. Good night, you guys. Appreciate you. I hope it'll be beautiful. It's looking great right now. I'm happy. So don't lose your shit. I'm trying. It's hard not to. It's so easy. Everything sets me off. Whatever. All right. I will, Sarah, see you tomorrow. Carissa, see you Thursday. And that's it. Good night.